Hi, this is just going to be a super short video. Um, I'm going to respond to a comment I got. To be honest, I was really rather surprised or a little shocked that I got a comment from somebody other than somebody that I know that's a friend. And so, anytime I get a comment, I will respond to it. With that said, this is a little on the personal side that well, my videos are personal anyway, but this is a little bit more. But anyway, so I got a comment on my last video, not the last one, but the one before that, the one about being a hot mess. And it was from a Mark Furchland. And I apologize if I am pronouncing that incorrectly. And thank you for the comment very much. Um, Very flattered. And anyway, he says, dear Evelyn, you have such a great personality. Do you date? I love your laughter. Have you read the book Boundaries? Thank you again. Do I date? No. And thank you again for the compliment. And have I read Boundaries? If it is the book I think that you're talking about, no, I have not. Um, I don't date because being a caregiver, one, makes it really difficult for me to have any time for myself and to actually be gone for any length of time. I consider myself undateable. I think my faith gets in the way. Um, Honestly, I never felt, it's kind of hard to explain. All through growing up, I never felt like I fit in anywhere. I was never in any cliques or anything. I got along with everybody, and I think my not being part of a clique, I was not the unpopular kid, I was not the popular kid, I was not any of those with a title. I was just sort of there and I got along with everybody. And as I got married and had kids and stuff like that, and of course, as you know, obviously, I went through a divorce. I never felt like I fit in with the other moms, like when I went to school activities with my kids or I participated in anything with them. I felt it's hard to put a word on it. It's hard to really describe it. I just I never fit in. I just felt like an outsider all the time. I'm not saying that I didn't have friends in that close knit groups of moms, and I don't know if it's because I worked full time and maybe they didn't and they were more involved with the parent teacher conferences or the meetings, and um, they didn't work, so you know, it's hard when you work full time, raise kids, especially when you do it alone. Um, it makes it really hard. And I did try very hard to make sure that my children had everything and could participate in everything. And I did attend the parent teacher conferences and I attended what I could. And I really did try. And I think I made it to a lot of things and I did the best I could. And for instance, like my daughter, her best friend had a big family. I mean, she was an only child, but I mean, the mom and the father, it was a big family extended. Anyway, they did a lot. They traveled and went to family reunions. My daughter went with her. So I always made sure that I had the money to pay for whatever they were doing or wherever they were going, like when they went to Florida and they swam with the dolphins and stuff like that. I couldn't participate in that, but I wanted her to be able to experience that and have that opportunity, I would have bent over backwards for her to go any place. And that's the same thing with my son. I mean, I I feel that I did the best that I could by both of them. And it was kind of cool because my house was kind of the house for the boys, not the girls. Um, I'll take boys any day, no offense. I love my daughter to the moon and back. But when sometimes you have like these sleepovers, girls can get pretty catty, and you really have to be on your you have to be on your game to keep things moving. And anyway, but my son, when he had friends over, it was just easy peasy. You know, they just, as long as they didn't tear the house down and break things and set it on fire, I was fine. I let them have fun because I did have a basement, and that's where they could really go wild. But anyway, I went off the beaten track. Um, I just wanted to put it out there. I probably make a better friend. um, yeah, I am not domesticated, so to speak. I'm not one to make. I never learned how to be a good cook. I didn't have anybody to teach me as I was growing up, so I never really even took the initiative. It was difficult. My motto was I cooked to survive, not to enjoy when I had a family. I'm not saying that I did terrible. I mean, it was okay. I mean, it was basic, but I know some people make some like really fantastic dishes and are just, outstanding cooks, and that's awesome. I'm not the best housekeeper. I would love to be. I think that if I had my own place, I'm a minimalist, even though I have a bunch of junk around me all the time. It's mainly because I have no other place to put it at the moment, and a lot of it could probably go and eventually would. Um, a lot of people don't, at least that I know of, a lot of people don't um, agree with my faith, being that I'm Hebrew, and I don't argue with people, but I do have a little bit different belief system, and a lot of people will try to challenge me, and I'm not well versed and well studied, and I don't, I just know that since I've been searching and I've changed my way of thinking, that it has ruffled ruffled some feathers on some people, and some people try to change my mind, and it's okay. I'm not, I get it, but I'm not going to change my mind. So that sometimes gets in the way because I don't celebrate holidays. I don't celebrate Christmas, Easter, and all of that because to me they're pagan holidays, and that gets in the way. So, with that said, here I am doing what I do with my little YouTube channel and my therapy, and just sharing my journey with the caregiving. And I don't know what will happen next. It is a constant battle, and it'll get worse before it gets better. And we'll go from there. I hope that I can try to incorporate some fun things in here in between all of that. So, yeah. For being a short video, I kind of rattled on a long time, so I'll see if I can't edit some of this out. So, you all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.